Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the breakdown. Today we're going to talk about some things that you should consider when you buy a new Mac. Before we jump into this video, I do want to say that it is brought to you by Amazon. If you're interested in getting a new Mac, check out Amazon. First link in the description below. But let's go ahead and talk about some of the things you should consider before you buy a new Mac. So we're going to break this down into a few categories, so let's go ahead and get started. First category we're going to talk about is what are you planning to use it for. So if you're looking to edit video on your Mac, you're going to need one that's a little bit more high-end. So for this, I recommend getting the MacBook Pro or a 5K iMac. Now it completely depends what you're looking to use it for. If you're looking to be on the go, obviously the MacBook Pro is the correct choice here. But if you're looking for more of a workstation setup like I have behind me, the 5K iMac is the perfect solution for this. It has an incredible display and it's absolutely beautiful in any setup. Along with that, both of them have incredible performance figures. However, you can up the specs if you plan on doing really intense video editing. Behind me, I have a base 2015 5K iMac and it handles video editing perfectly. Obviously though, if you plan on doing really intense video editing, you might want to upgrade the specs to be able to compensate for that. So something a lot of people ask when they are looking to get a new Mac and want to do video editing is why not the Mac Pro? And here's why. The Mac Pro really hasn't been updated since 2013, and truthfully, Apple never really seems to care that much about the Mac Pro. It always gets a really cool update and then they leave it for a really long time and nothing really new comes. So you can get a new 2015 or 2016 5K iMac with really insane specs that will actually outperform the 2013 Mac Pro. The same goes for the new MacBook Pro. These things are so well optimized that they can actually outperform the 2013 Mac Pro, which they're still producing today. Now obviously different people have different results with these tests, but from what I've looked into, the MacBook Pro and the 5K iMac seem to be able to keep up with the 2013 Mac Pro. So moving on, let's say you're looking to edit more along the lines of just photos. For this, I recommend the MacBook, just the standard MacBook, or the 4K iMac, or you could go with the 5K iMac depending on what type of photos you're editing. The base MacBook and the 4K iMac should be perfectly fine for this. However, if you want that bigger display, the 5K iMac is the way to go. So the next category we're going to talk about is gaming. Now first of all, if you're buying a Mac to game, reconsider your choice. Next, after you've reconsidered your choice and decided you still want a Mac, let's look into what you should get. So what I recommend is a spec'd out 5K iMac or a spec'd out MacBook Pro. Now the reason I recommend these be spec'd out is because Macs don't do that well with the current games that are available. They have great specs and they can do a lot of intense graphics work. However, not a lot of games are optimized to run that well in macOS. With that said though, most of the games on macOS can perform really well if you have a good computer. However, you want to make sure that the specs are as high as they can go. For this, I recommend the 5K iMac, a Retina MacBook Pro, and like I said, upgrade the specs as high as you can. If you're looking to use a computer for just general use, which would be email, watching YouTube videos, Netflix, stuff like that, what I recommend is the base MacBook, the base 4K iMac, or on top of that, you could also go with the Mac Mini if you wanted to buy a separate display. So now let's talk about budget. Now there are three ways this can go, which is under $1,000, around $1,000, and above $2,000. So if you're looking to go under $1,000 for a new Mac, your options are the Mac Mini and that's about it. With that said though, you can get a really reliable used or refurbished Mac from Amazon or Apple, anyone directly. You can also find great deals on eBay and Craigslist. I actually have a video on things you should look out for when you are purchasing a used Mac, which you can click on up here. So if your budget is around $1,000, I would recommend looking into the base 4K iMac or looking at the base MacBook. Both of these have really great performance, really great specs, and they are well within that budget. So if your budget is over $2,000, what I would recommend is the 5K iMac or a MacBook Pro. Spec it out however you want, but I promise you these machines are going to last a really long time. So again, why not the MacBook Pro? Like I said, it doesn't have a display. The system is outdated compared to today's standard, and for what it is extremely overpriced, especially when you compare it to a competing iMac with the same specs. Along with that, with the iMac, you get the incredible 5K Retina display, which you don't get with the Mac Pro. So anyway guys, thanks for watching this video on what to consider when you're looking to buy a new Mac. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below, and check out Amazon.com for some great deals on a new Mac. Thanks for watching this video, and I will see you next time.